While watching TV, a girl noticed something terrifying. The news was reporting on a recent series of murders targeting flirtatious women, and she realized that the necklace around the latest victim's neck looked exactly like the birthday gift her father had given her a few days ago. Anna quickly took off her own necklace and compared it carefully. Even the tiny scratch marks were in the exact same place. But that alone was not enough proof. She hurried to take photos for comparison and then searched online for more details about the serial killings. She discovered that all the victims bore a subtle resemblance to her late mother. The coincidences finally sparked real suspicion. She rushed into her father's room and began searching. Soon she found a small bottle hidden in a drawer with no clear purpose. Suddenly she remembered seeing a similar bottle in the trash a few days earlier while cleaning, except the label had been torn off. At the time she had not thought much of it, but now the memory sent chills down her spine. Just then the sound of a car engine roared outside. It was clear her father had returned home. Anna quickly ran back to her room pretending nothing was wrong. Then she suddenly remembered that the TV downstairs was still showing the murder report. She panicked and rushed to turn it off just before her father walked in, barely covering her tracks in time. But the thought that a killer might be sitting beside her left her deeply unsettled. Noticing his daughter's distracted expression, her father gently held her hand in concern. Anna startled so badly she dropped and shattered a plate. Flustered, she bent down to clean the pieces but accidentally cut her finger on the shards. Her father immediately led her to wash the wound and carefully bandaged it, and at that moment she heard a faint noise coming from the ceiling. Anna suddenly recalled how her father had been sneaking into the attic late at night recently. Her anxiety surged again. The next day she could not resist asking where he had bought the necklace. He said he got it at a hotel boutique. She pressed him, asking if he was sure it was not stolen, showing him the scratch marks as evidence. He replied that he had not noticed anything unusual when purchasing it. Then he cautiously suggested they could try exchanging it, but he claimed it was the last piece in the store. That explanation only deepened her suspicion. After watching him leave the house, Anna hurried to inspect the attic, but before she could look carefully, she accidentally stepped through a weak floorboard. Panic set in because her father would surely know she had been there, yet she refused to give up and searched faster. Soon, she found a box filled with various women's jewelry. One ring even had dried bloodstains on it. At that moment, she became convinced her father was a serial killer. She frantically packed her belongings and prepared to flee, but when she reached the door, she hesitated. Ever since her mother was murdered and the killer was never caught, she had developed severe agoraphobia. She constantly felt as if someone was watching her and panicked whenever she entered open public spaces. Now the terror inside the house felt just as overwhelming. She closed her eyes and tried to step outside slowly, but the fear did not fade. Her vision spun and her legs weakened under psychological pressure. Unable to endure it, she retreated back inside, realizing she could not escape. She decided to confront her father directly. When he returned, she accused him face to face. He calmly explained that the jewelry belonged to her mother, who had found them during her work as a flight attendant. It sounded barely plausible. Anna picked up the ring stained with blood and then presented the necklace with matching scratches. He sighed and said he had already asked the shop and was told the scratches were part of the design style. His airtight explanation left her momentarily speechless.